Ooh. Good morning. Happy Sunday, y'all. One second. I'm putting these pattern pieces together that I used the other day. If I don't put them together, I'll like miss one or two, and then I'll like go cut them out, right? And then they'll be like, go grab pattern piece H1, and you're like, wait, I didn't cut out H1. And then I'm stuck like on stupid, like, wait, what happened? So I think I got all of them together. I'll put them on the side for now. Happy Sunday, you guys. Oh my god, tomorrow is the kickoff of my favorite season, fall. So I'm excited. Good morning. Yeah, I feel a tons better. Like whatever bug I had is out of my system. My headache went from like being like a 7. I still have like a little one, but it's like at a 2. So a 2 to me is functional. It just means I have like a little annoying headache, but I can still live. So I feel better. So I am in deep conditioning mode right now. I have like, I'm about to deep condition my hair. And for the people out there, okay, it's autumn. So do not use the same shampoo and conditioner that you use in summer for fall and winter. There is less like humidity. So you need more moisturizer, especially for us curly girls. And if you are a person that gets your hair chemically straightened or colored, remember to use that protein to put protein back in your hair for those bonds. Do it. Your hair will love it later. So yeah, today is a deep conditioning day for me and the Hopester. Um, if you guys don't know, like doing hair is like my second favorite thing to do. Other than doing nails, I love painting nails, but I also love like deep conditioning hair and trying new hair products. So yeah, today's deep conditioning day. I already trimmed my like fro so it could be a little bit more rounder. What happens is as my hair grows, if the top of my crown gets longer, my hair gets like way down and it starts doing like this triangle shape. I can't stand it. I like my hair to be a little bit more rounder when the curls are just popping. So I did that. I'm trying not to trim it as much because my 2026 goal is to either go to there's three stylists that I really want to go to. One is in Colorado, not Colorado. One is in Canada, and her name is Rima, and she has a haircut called the Kadu cut that she teaches all over the world. She also comes to the States um, to teach people. Like I think she's going to be in Georgia in next month to teach people how to do these haircuts. Her haircuts are amazing. She does them to a lot of like celebrities who have natural curly hair, and it's one of my dreams to go to her, but I don't know if the dream is obtainable, and I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I'm one saving to get a haircut from her because I have no idea how much it would cost. Like I don't know if I'm going to be like, oh, your bill's like $700, ma'am, and I'm like, okay, putting this on a credit card. There's a lady in Atlanta that I like, and there is a lady I like in Florida. So 2026 goal is to get like someone professional to cut my hair because the back of my hair is none of my business, and I usually ask Kendall to do it. Shout out to Kendall because he's a real MVP. Like if I ask him to cut off 2 or 3 inches, he's not like reluctant. He'll be like, "Okay, I'll help you." so, um, so yeah, I trimmed up my hair yesterday, and I always ask Kendall for help in the back because I can't see jack dilly squat. When I watch people like on YouTube tutorials trimming the back of their hair, I'm like, how are you doing it with just like 2 mirrors and just a prayer to whisper like I got this? And like especially if they can't bring their hair to the front, like how I can do that. My hair is deceptive. You think it's shorter than what it is, but as soon as you pull the curls and you're like, okay. Like, shrinkage is real. Let's see. Good morning. Yes, headaches are no joke. I have a really good neurologist, so I told him what happened, and he thinks because it's the weather pressure. So it's been all over the news. I don't know if you guys are aware. Every year we usually are in a El Nino or a La Nina. This year we're in neither one. Now it hasn't been neither one since 13 years ago. And last time it was like this, the cold came in. We had some snow dumping, but it was more of the cold. And I remember the cold because my oldest daughter, she was like in like baby elementary school, like she was like in pre-K and stuff like that, and kindergarten, and they were just out of school over and over again because it was like -2 degrees. It was like I had like wind burned and cold burned on my face. I'm one of those people that don't really moisturize. I moisturize my hands. Hear me? I moisturize my hands, but I usually don't have to put moisturizer like on my face, neck, or anywhere on my body. I just don't generally get like I'm kind of an oily person. So I had like wind burned on my face and cold burned on my face. It was like -2 here. Um, and they're kind of expecting that kind of same thing. So I'm like, I'm prepared. I got some good lotions. I'm here for it. But yeah, I like to watch weather too. That's another thing. If you don't know me, I will watch weather, and I'm like really into Max Velocity on YouTube. He's very educated. He has a super cool voice. Like he sounds like a news anchor. Like I don't his voice is so cool. Like if you were to listen to him without seeing him, you would be like, is he on CNN, Fox? What is he on? Like the Weather Channel. No, he has a really cool, he knows, he has really great equipment. I feel like he predicts the weather way better than anybody else that is on any major network. And it's interesting that we're not in El Nino or La Nina. Go Arnetta. This is why we're friends. Okay. Max is very educated. So watch Max Velocity. He will get you. He's on it when it's there, when there's tornadoes coming, hurricanes coming, nor'easters, tropical storms, you name it, he's on it, and he will go hard for a long time. He's not going to be like, yeah, there's a tropical storm coming to Florida. Peace out. Like, no, he is in it for the long time, telling you what path it's going to take and when he thinks you should evacuate. He's very educated and he's just, he's like a pleasant voice to hear. And he also is well versed in diversity of the history of the United States and what it could be comparable to. He stays on for, yes, like Arnetta says, he stays on for hours. Like he's really trying to help you in whatever is coming your way. And he's like 10 for 10. I've never seen him wrong when it comes down to weather. So watch him. He has no idea who I am, and I think he hit over like 1 million followers. I'm not doing this for clout. Just watch him. If I was not a you person if I was not a content creator, I would, and somebody was walking by passing, they were asking who you should watch for a weather channel, I would be like Max Velocity. He's very educated. Um, let's see. So yeah, my neurologist thinks it's the weather changing, and there's certain things in Maryland, and I think probably in the Delmarva area there we could see the weather's changing. We get the caterpillar webs, their cocoon webs in the tree. Morning glories start coming out, and there's a certain ragweed that comes out. You could tell the weather is starting to change. We haven't got the cooler nights yet, but you can see the temperature is starting to lower down. You can see that the day is not lasting as long. We're not having the sun set at 8 o'clock. The sun is starting to set more at 7, and it's starting to come kind of closer to like 6 to 7, so that you can tell that our days are getting shorter, and you can see that the weather's trying to change. It's really interesting when you live in a four-season state, when you could tell the seasons are about to change from just the simplest things. Morning glories are full out, like fully out. They come towards the end of the summer, and they're the most interesting flower to me. Um, because I've never actually seen them until I moved out here. And I guess this is what people would tell the seasons are about to change before there was, broadcasting. It's very interesting. I don't like when the days get shorter because you feel like you can't get into depression state. But then I because I battle seasonal depression as well. But I also look at it this way. The reason why I love fall is I feel like I get to spend more time with my kids. Now you're like, Shov, you have all summer with them. True. But there's like weird tradition, whether we're decorating the house for Thanksgiving or getting ready for trick or treating, or we're watching cuddling on a bed or cuddling on a couch when we're watching TV together. I think this is the reason why I appreciate this, is that we're not out and about trying to do things because it's a summer. We're inside doing more things together, whether we're baking cinnamon rolls or making something, we're together. So I think one of the reasons why I like fall the most is that I'm with my children more and with my husband more, and it's not about us going to amusement park or us doing something outside of the house. It's more about us doing things inside of the house, being together as a whole, as a family. And then when you have other family members coming to your house and spending time with you, it's I don't know, it feels good. I don't It just feels good. So that's one of the reasons why I think I like fall the best. And I love cooler weather. I am not a person for the heat. If anybody has hanged out with me for the heat, they'll be like, yeah, Shanova is not for the mm-mm. I am not for the heat. I'll be like, I'm dying. I'm melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. It is not happening. So, but I am a person for the rain. So I all right. So I was like, all right. So I have like a slew full of stuff to show you. And all the stuff that I'm going to show you, the listing of the stuff is in my description box. The reason why it's in my description box is because if I put it inside the timeline here right now, when somebody watches this at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not going to be there. So if you like get out of the chat and click that like button, you can still listen to me. The screen minimizes, but if you click that like button, it helps the channel tremendously. Like there's like 20 or something of you watching. If you just like not go in the chat part and hit that like button, just saying, and you go into the description, you can see everything that I'm talking about. So as soon as I got off the chat with you guys, the box was staring, the little box was staring at me. I was like, how embarrassing. So let's talk about the first thing. I have a commission that I'm going to go meet today at the mall to go give him the bag. I want to talk about something that I emphasize a lot, and people are like, "Sure, get off your soapbox." Where are your calling cards, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between? If you're a puppy and watching me, where are your calling cards? If you're a sewist and or a seamstress or whatever you want to call yourself, if you make garment clothes, wear the clothes that you sell or you want to have people buy from you. If you're a bag maker, wear your bags. If you're a like a cosplay designer, wear your costumes. If you're like, wear what you make, because this is how you get sales. You're a walking billboard that's for free. People pay for advertisements for billboards, hundreds of dollars, so that they can get sales. So with this being said, I had one person ask me to make the Maddy before I made the original one with the Lilo and Stitch. When I was at the when I went to Sacramento and I had to ride that uncomfortable tram that I felt like I was going to fall off and everybody was going to make fun of me. I'm not here for the tram. I'm not here for the balance is not my strong suit. Okay. So like somebody on the tram was like, "Oh my God, your bag is cute. Where did you get it?" And I was like, "Oh, I made it." And they're like, "What? You made it?" And I was like, "Yeah. If you're interested in getting a bag made, here's my card." That person reached out to me immediately that night and I said, "I looked at your website. Can you make me a Lord of the Ring one?" Yes, yes, I can. And my price is XYZ, and I got a commission off of it. Wear your calling card. Like people that are part of the Dooney and Brooks, like that work for them, they're not sitting there wearing Louis Vuitton. They're not sitting there wearing somebody else's brand. They're wearing Dooney and Burke, because when someone asks about it, they can tell them about Dooney and Burke. Um, Interesting story. We have a Coca-Cola factory here, and there's a Pepsi. I have friends that work at Coca-Cola, and if you go into Coca-Cola factory wearing anything that's affiliated with Pepsi, like their subsister brands, their anything, their camps, their even down to the people that they send money to for the charity fund, they will fire you on the spot. Like, get your stuff, get the hell out of this building, because you're not representing who they are as Coca-Cola. Think of it that way. You're not representing who you are as a sewist. So please, 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 please represent yourself. All right. So this beauty is going to a person today, and I wanted to show you. I'm glad I'm able to show you, because she's going to go to her forever home. I'm meeting up with the person today at 2. This again is the Maddy from Maggy55. All that information is in. I have my little tag. Is in the thing, and then of course they have their little slip pocket. Oh, these my precious are from Not a Thread Co. This is my favorite. Like, I love these little tags. They're from Not a Thread Co. And then you really can't see. There's a slip pocket and a zipper pocket, and it's so simplistic, but the design is so classy. I love this bag. Kendall seen it. He was like, that bag is so dope. Is that going online? I'm like, nope. I have to meet the person at the mall at 2 o'clock so they can get their bag. But it's such a great look. I need to get pictures before 2 o'clock of this bag. So yeah, it's such a soft bag. It's supple to the touch. I love how she does her interfacing for this bag. It's unconventional, but absolutely gorgeous. So there's that one. And then there's a new bag that came out from Unicats, and I got to test for it. I'm going to be making a video for it, hopefully this week. But dude, this is a cutie. Look, all the zippers go to one side. You have a big compartment, which I, of course, always put the straps in, because Nova forgets straps. And one part's birthing, kind of, and the other part's binding. Kind of similar to, like, the Louis. And then you have another... Wait, no. So no, it's not one part birthing. You have to see my video when I finish it. And then there's another slip pocket in the front, and then on the back they have your slip pocket for your phone, and you connect this, and you can wear it as a sling. This is the regular size. There's a large too. You can wear it as a sling, a waist belt, or kind of like, you can have it kind of as like a crossbody if you want. But I thought this was super cute. As soon as she came out with it, there's a couple bags on the market that are high end that have this same look, and it's just, it comes together. Look at the curves of this bad boy. This is such a cutie. This is such a cutie. And I was just like, this is so cute. I decided to go for like my daughter's favorite colorway, purple. And I think it did well. I think it did well. And this is the regular size, but there is a large. So I think this will be good for like holiday seasons to give to people, because this looks, the way this shape is, it looks just like a very high-end bag, and you can have so much fun with this. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. And I like how the zippers all go to one side. I mean, you could do two zippers, but I think it will take away from the elegance. Such a nice flat top, and the way the back is put together is just so effortlessly. So I'm going to do a video for this because this bag comes together like hella fast. Like, and she has a couple of really cool techniques that we don't see in bag making when it comes down to putting this gusset together, and I really would like to put it together. There's like very few pieces, and you only need 3 zipper pulls and not a whole lot of hardware. So it comes together pretty fast, and I thought this is a really good bag if you're doing a holiday mark, or if you just want to give a whole bunch of cute bags to someone. And because we're doing football, people are going to a lot of tailgate. This offers a cool thing where you can put like people's name, or like a collegiate sport, or a football team, be like 49ers, or LSU, and you can do it the school's colors and then put the school's name. I thought this shit would be super cute for tailgating. Like, yeah, pass me a beer, I don't know. I just feel like it's team, like a very team athletic sport thing. And this one, I'm going to have the pattern. Again, Christine, if you go into the description box, it has all the information. I said in the beginning it was Unicats. All the information is in the description box, okay? I promise. The vinyl, I want to say, is old. It's been in my stash for a while, but I want to say CS Sam. I don't have the name of the vinyl. The vinyl was very little left in my roll, and I did not have enough. Fortunately, sometimes I get vinyl that I've had for 6 or 7 years, and I do not remember the name, and this is one of those. Most of the time, I can just remember from the top of my head, and as soon as I see this vinyl, I'm like, everyone's going to ask, and I think it's one person, and if I can get her information and verify it's her, I will report back tomorrow. But I have no clue if it's hers or not, to be honest with it. And if it's hers, I don't even know if she's possibly still running it, because I believe this vinyl is like 4 years old or more. Like, I want to think I think it's a COVID vinyl. I want to put it that way. So then this one. All right, guys. So every now and again, I like Sallie Tomato patterns. You guys already know that, because Sallie Tomato kind of reminds me of Swoon. Like, Swoon has this weird thing where they come out with patterns. I mean, Swoon has this weird thing where their patterns have this unique shape to it. And I feel like you can always modify their shapes to do something more. And but I always tell you, if you're going to do a Swoon pattern and you've never done it before, do the original first. And then when you look at the original, you can be like, I have a blueprint. Now I can add XYZ or XYZ to everything, and go from it. But I feel the same way with Sallie Tomatoes. Sallie Tomatoes have these really beautiful shapes, unusual features that I don't see a lot in a lot of different bags. So they had this bag called the Sabrina. Now Sabrina has a kit. Now Sabrina is a collaboration with Sulky. Sulky has this thing where they're showing you, they have 6 different quilting styles, and one of these quilting styles is this Japanese quilting style that is done by hand. And I was like, oh shit, I want to do this. Right? Anything weird, I'm all about. If it's unusual and it's in the bag making community, I'm like, yeah, man. So I go buy the pattern, and I go buy a kit, because the kit that I wanted they didn't have, but beggars can't be choosers. So I go get the brown kit. But meanwhile, I'm like, hey, yes, you've seen it, right? Okay, Shon's seen it. So I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, since I have the pattern, let me just make it. And this is for you, Marja. Marja is a person that is in my Patreon, and you see her from time to time just chatting on here on live. So we and her were talking, and she was talking about a denim bag back in Wizardly Stitchery. And I'm like, dude, I make a lot of stuff from upcycled denim because I like to keep my kids' jeans when they were littles and babies. This is for you, Marcia. Here we go. Tell me this is gonna be cute. What? What? They call me my pretty Levi jeans. Ooh, look at this Levi jean pocket. No, this part's not in the kit. It will be stitched. It'll be quilting. But I decided to I detached the Levi jean, reattached the label, used. So I quilted my kids some Levi jeans, and then I used some denim cork. Made some limited edition buttons that I got from Country Cow. Got my tag. Open this up. I'm gonna get my and then because inside the Sabrina it doesn't have a pocket, I just did another Levi G pocket in here because this is not a very big bag. Let me see. What can I give you as? Here's a roller. It's not a very big bag. Or here's a size 8-inch zipper. Cutter. It's not a very big bag. And look at how cute this is. And it has a very unusual shape because the body of the bag is different. This bag takes like 5 seconds to put together. But I want to make the quilting one. I just was bored and I was like, what if I make this with my Levi jeans? Because Marja was on my mind because she was messaging me saying, Shanova, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry that you're sick. Make sure take care of your body, respect your body. And I was like, oh. And I was like, we were talking about different denim, and I was like, I have so much of my kids denim on denim on denim. And then as soon as I said that, Beyonce's Levi jeans, and if you know that song. That song gets stuck in my head. That song is with her and Post Malone. That is one of my favorite songs. And I was like, this shit is cute. And look, this is Country Cow's limited edition. And on Levi jeans, they usually have like a stud that has like Levi's, but instead I did the limited edition stud. Tell me this ain't cute. This is super cute. I can't wait to take pictures of it. It's the cutest little bucket bag. Now, did I modify some stuff? It's me. I want to be like, it's me, Mario. Yeah, I did. I modified a couple things, but I digress. If a numerous of you guys get this pattern, maybe we could do a group thing together and I can ask them if we could do a sew along and I can show you the things that I modified. Because when you look at it, when you look at the pattern, you're going to notice there's certain things that I did different. I still did the same thing with the body. I just changed up a few things in a different way. And you're going to notice that I did some things different. Like you're going to notice that my back doesn't have the split seam in it. You're going to notice a little bit different. But if you guys get it, I can always ask them if I can do a small sew along with people and we can do like a Zoom or a private YouTube class. I don't know. But I think this is like hot damn cute. This is like I did a few things a little bit different. Like I did the handles just a tad bit different. So yeah, it's cute. It's a cutie. And yeah, I did a 3/4 of an inch strap, and I was like, this is a cute bag. So all right, now I'm gonna get into what I got at the Sabrina kit. I have in there, it's underneath an affiliate link. If you hit my affiliate link and get the kit, I get a small kickback from Sallie Tomato. I would appreciate it. If you don't do it, then you don't do it, but I'm letting you know. Then when you buy the kit, there's a link. This is important because sometimes Sallie Tomato has it in bold and we just ignore it. If you hit that link, you have to buy the pattern from Sulky. It's not going to be cheap. It's a $19 pattern. And I was like, do I want to buy this? This is extensive pattern. There is a reason. There are 6 different files for different quilting. And hear me out. At first I was like, do I want this? And then immediately I said yes, because if I can learn different quilting styles, it doesn't mean I need them just for this bag. This means I can put them in different bags. I never look at just for one particular bag. I try to look for things for long-term things. Like, can I put this on a bowler bag? Can I put this on this bag? Never look for something just for, is it only good for this one bag? Because then it's not an investment. I want something that I can invest into different bags. Do you feel me? And that's how I buy stuff. So that's what I did for that one. And I thought it was cute. The Sabrina kit's cute. I really wanted the blue, but they didn't. The brown will be fine. And I have ideas now for the brown. Just let your imagination run wild when you start seeing colors that you may or may not like. Like, okay, well, I don't like their lining. Maybe I'll put something different. Like I'll put brown stripes or brown rainbows or brown this or that or that. If your favorite football team has brown in it, I could put lace, align it with brown underneath. Start letting your imagination run. You don't have to use their lining. That's the beauty of it. So you get the brown like I did. Think about what else you could put in for the lining, and that can make you draw to it even more. They have 6 different whatever. So it's similar to what they do for their New Year's Eve bash, because usually what it works is Sulky and Sallie Tomato work together, and they do it, but it's a little bit different. So normally with a Sulky and Sallie Tomato combination, they do it live. This, how they do it is they have them pre-recorded, which is different for them. I think that's the first time they have it where it's pre-recorded. So you can already watch it before you get your kit. You can watch how she does everything, and it's broken down into chapters, and you're done. That's it. You don't have to wait for someone live and like, hey, wait, I don't understand. She pre-recorded everything. They have her angles and everything. I didn't need help putting the bag together because the instructions are very crystal clear. The thing with Sallie Tomato, I think a lot of people have a hard time with, is there's not a lot of diagrams or pictures to put together, but the difficulty scale on this is like a 1. Like it's meant for like boisterous beginners or something. Like if you know how to sew, you can make this bag. The way the back pieces go together, they're all cut out, and it's interesting how like some of the pieces are put together. It really does make it to have this and this a little bit tighter than this, which gives it a very unique shape. Yeah. So, hold on. All right. So I got, when I went to San Diego, there was a couple things that happened. Oh, also, if you want to, they're still selling the Christmas box. I bought the holiday box from Sallie Tomato. They still have some left until they run out. I did buy their holiday box. It's like $1.99 plus however you get it shipped, ground or whatever. The Stitch Apply Co. is sold out. And the holiday box, the Little Debbie's Christmas tree, one from Little Shindig, is sold out now too. They had 2 left, and like they just sold out really fast. So, all right. So immediately I got to meet Shon in person, and I am super, super excited that I got to meet her in person. She is a really lovely person. She did like X-tool demonstrations on her lasers. She made me a pen. It was super cool. But then she gave me something that she made. Remember how I was talking about how I wanted something in our drawer that we can organize our, like, our we can organize our bobbins, and I'm trying to put a couple in here so you guys can see. We can organize our bobbins, and we can organize our needles. I kept saying sharing needles all weekend, so I was trying not to say it on here. But so she made this out of her 3D printer. She's going to be selling them. So in the description box there, you'll see Shon's name, and you're going to see our girl on there. It's in parentheses, and it has her has her shop, and it has a link that goes directly to this. She has other things on her shop that you may be interested into, but it has, you see I'm tilting this at an angle, so Vanna White style, see? um, and you could put this in your drawer, so all of your bobbins can be organized. And I don't know if you're like me, my no matter how organized I have my bobbins, threads come out, and it will stop me from a project, and it could be just that this is how my ADHD is. I will go and snip all the threads because I don't want to have like a nest, because they'll get tangled. So you put your bobbins on here, you know what the color one's on, and then you can put your favorite needle size, whether there are the 18, the 19s, or the 20s, and you put them in here, and they're all organized. Because I do change needles out. Like if I'm using a thicker thread like this is like a 140, then I'll go get a bigger needle. Or if I'm using a 90 weight thread, I'll change it to a lighter needle. I'm infamous on that, and it gives me room to put the spare needles back into here, so that way I can just change them out just because I'm using it for that one particular bag, and I could put it back. So I think this is such a good idea, and then you can just stick it inside your drawer like I'm doing right now and close it. And I think that for me is its weight in freaking gold. So I like, you just close it. Yeah, you just close it and it just closed, and everything's organized. And I think that is perfect for us because organization is key. It helps you stay calm, and it doesn't give you anxiety. It doesn't keep you frazzled. So I thought that was cool. And I got the rainbow one. There was a matte black one, and there's different color options that you can pick from. So go into the description, and it says Shon, and it says our girl in parentheses, and it gives you the link to our shop, and then a link to that is specifically for this organization thing, and you can purchase your own. So you're like, I need a few. Yeah, if you have different not embroidery machines, but if you have different machines, I do suggest you to get different ones for different machines, so that way you're not like, wait, what? Because like this machine takes M bobbins and another machine may take L. I mean, like, yeah. And just, you might have different machines that you just use certain threads on, or I don't, just keep yourself organized. It is such a great idea, right? Yeah. Again, Christine, all the links are in the description box of this thing. If you get out of the chat and you go into the description, it's in there, okay? So everything is in the description box, so that you'll have everything that I'm talking about right in there. So if you don't go in the chat, you're right there. Yes, thank you, Missy. Please hit that like button. So if you exit out of the chat, you go into you see the description, you hit more, it gives you a list of everything I'm talking about. All right, so I never been to Little Shindig or Wonderground. Yes, throw stones at me. But now I'm going to be a lifer. So for Little Shindig, I got this. I think you can see it. This beautiful like wine color, but do you see the sparkles? I got this beautiful wine color that has sparkles in it. And she was like, go outside and take it. And it has even more. It's like Edward Cullen. As soon as it hits outside, I was waiting for her to be like, do you know what I am, Bella? Say it. Because like this bad boy sparkles, like, and it's like it's smooth. It doesn't feel like, gritty like sparkles, and it doesn't have a sticky coating. This is so beautiful. I have no idea what bag I'm going to make it from. I might make it 10 years from now for all I know, but I love this thing sparkles. And it's called the Tiny Glitter Faux Suede. Not only is it glitter, but it's faux suede. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for faux suede. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Now, I made a fatal mistake. Hear me out. When I tell you to buy faux suede, I always tell you to buy it in two, because one could be the straps and like the crossbody part. So I did not buy two. So I definitely plan on buying another, so that way when I do a project, I don't run out of something. With that being said, I won some cool stuff from her. There was like human size bingo, not called human bingo, but it was pretty much human size bingo. I got this beautiful water resistant cotton. I think it's supposed to go this way because the shelves go up. You got some of that too? Yeah, that as soon as I see it, I was like, it is glitter. I couldn't help but touch it. It was like glittering. So I got this water resistant cotton. I thought that was pretty. It kind of goes with this a little bit. I don't know what bag I want to make, but it's going to be something hot. I don't know. And then I'm a sucker for stripes. Anyone that knows me knows me. This is cotton. I was like, do I make binding out of this, or do I make something just really pretty with a pretty lining? And then I got some stuff for Nova Ween because I'm going to start filming some of the videos for tutorials. And this is so cute for Halloween. Look at how cute is this? Look at how vibrant that is. Like, serious. Don't look at my nail polish there. I have to redo my nails today, so don't judge me, okay? I'm judging myself. I should have took my nail polish off. Okay? That is so cute. And I got this from Wonderground. I keep this is like a water resistant canvas, but like it makes noises, so I keep on trying to pretend like I'm a DJ. But this is, look at they're like ghost jellyfish. Like, I was trying to that's the way my daughter explained them, because look, they're ghosts, but then they have like but you guys hear? Like, I got like a yard of this. I don't know which one I'm gonna make it with, but they're like the cutest little things I've ever seen. I kind of want to do like a reverse applique, and then they're like poking out somewhere. they're like boo, like it's like super cute. They're adorable. This is from Wonderground, and I have never got anything from them, but I'm super happy that I did, because they're so DJ Nova. Yeah, like, say, hey, from Oklahoma. This is the cutest. I don't know if she has writing on this of what it's called, but like, if you go to Wonderground, it'll be like, Shanova or Nova showed these jellyfish that were ghosts. These are the cutest ghosts I've ever seen. I know ghost fabric is really popular right now, but these look like jellyfish or mushrooms. Like, they're just like, oh, boo, I'm behind a leaf. This technically could be the ocean, but with flowers in the background, because look, this could be like some coral leaves. I don't know. I'm not too sure. They're super cute though. Okay, so they also had she also had some really cool, I didn't go ham there because I was trying not to like having to buy another suitcase. They also had some Wonka fabric that I never was able to get because we all discussed my quilting shop doesn't have a lot of things. So the Wonka fabric is from Warner Brothers. So I won the chocolate golden ticket, sir. Everybody in the UK unanimously just cringed when I made my thing, but I can't help it. You can't watch Willy Wonka and not try to mimic somebody's accent on there. Like, it's impossible. Like, if you're able to do that, kudos to you. like, so I got the Wonka chocolate bar. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'm assuming it's going to be Halloween too. I've been wanting to get my hands on this like forever. And then this one. So I got those. And I got like little tools that I can't find. Like, the Wonderground had tools from Oak Roots. So I was excited. I got like a seam gauge that was for round corners, or like corners that are not straight, for like 1/4 of inch, 3/8, and a 1/2 inch from Tula, not for Tula, Oka Roots, and a strap thing. So I was really excited about that because it's like having everything there in one location. You don't have to buy online and spend other parts for shipping. So I was really, really excited about that. And I'm ecstatic. And then I won on the human bingo. I won some of this really pretty webbing. I'm going to be using this webbing in a Patreon project this month. So but yeah, I didn't go like really ham. Some things I won, some things I bought, but like everything I bought I really enjoyed. They It was a fun time. The vendors were really sweet. I got to like, it was really cool because it was like the first year and there wasn't a lot of vendors. I got to actually talk to the vendors, and that when I get to speak to vendors, that's how I build a relationship and friendship. And knowing their story, meeting their families, meeting their like coworkers, that actually makes me want to buy from you because I know the person behind the store. So like it's cool. Like I know Janelle. I don't know Janelle. I've never met her in person from Emmeline Bags, but how I got to buy stuff from her is that, I worked with and for and friends with Samantha sewing patterns from Mrs. H, and I knew Alicia from Swoon, and they always went on and on about Janelle. And every interaction I've ever had with her, she's just the best. So buying from her just is like second nature to me. So buying from Lauren is second nature. She's just an amazing person, and like being friends with her and whatever, it's just easier. Buying cork from Jess from So Many Creation is like a no-brainer to me because she's a friend. Buying things from, Sarah Lawson is a no-brainer because she's my friend. So for me, meeting these other people, I'm like, okay, so when I have other people I could buy from, because like now I know them, like Katie and her family were absolutely adorable from Little Shindig. They were hilarious. I got to see Wingo for the first time live, and everybody having so much fun with their little visors. And she's just a genuinely cool person. And like the way that Wonderground was, they were just so helpful and nice and sweet. It was just a great experience. I had a lot of fun. So, and I got to meet some really cool people, and I that is priceless. So, yeah, those are the things that I got. Um, the demonstrations were cool. Shon was amazing. There was demonstrations on industrial machines. There was Amanda from So Bessie. She had her kits and she was doing like demonstrations on her Juki. There was so many different things going on. There was a person there that was a quilt show. They had Sallie tomato kits, and there was a person there that had oilcloth, and from cotton that they made. And there was so much more. I can't There's going to be stuff that I show you tomorrow, because there's a person named Nicole, and she makes bag charms. She taught me how to make them, but she also makes them herself, and I got to make a really cool Jack Skeleton one. And I would love to give you guys her information because bag charms are really big right now in the world of bags. Like, people putting bag bling on their bags is huge. So yes, last Linda, she's already having dates. Sherry is, and I put all that information in the description box too, to follow the Sack Bag and Sew. She's already having information on having that, and she's also thinking about having like a wine tasting day, having like a day earlier. So like letting it start either on Friday or like Thursday, and having like a wine tasting day and things like that. She's already having plans for the second year. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. And like I said, always hiccups for the first time around, kind of like a kid. Like, the first kid is always like the test dummy. Let's call it a spade, especially if you're the first child here. We can attest for that. And like the second child, you kind of are in the rhythm and flow of things because you know what already happened the first time around. So there's going to be some other things that she's been posting in the Saks, like they're gonna do, you know, VIP tickets, and they're gonna do the whole 9 yards. And it was pretty cool. Like the prizes alone would have had me come even if I wasn't a teacher. Like someone auctioning off a from a realtor, like the people that were selling, who sells industrials, offered to put a industrial up. Like so like I said, to me, like the commute, I seen so many great things in the community yeah, that weekend. It was amazing. The fact that someone won an industrial machine and turned around and was like, I know my teacher and I want her to have it. Like, I blew me away. Like, and my if I was the Grinch, my heart grew 30 size that day. I think the Grinch had cardiomyopathy, but that's a tell for another day. Like, um, it was amazing. There were so many beautiful moments like that throughout the whole entire show that it was amazing. And yeah, it was a nice, it was just so beautiful. So like someone won a brand new Janome HD9. Someone won an HTV Ront, the HTV Ront, the one, the heating press that goes up and down. There were so many cool prizes. And then like in my class, they did a random drawing. She gave everybody a ticket. 5 people won. Somebody won a Oslo mini iron. I was like, what the hell? People like, you won a prize, you won a prize. Like everybody was just winning things. It was pretty cool. I was just really just impressed with it overall. And I think that it was worth it. I mean, even if you didn't win a prize, it was nice to see other people around you winning things. And it was just, I don't know. I'm here for that. I love watching other people win things and seeing their facial expression. Like if I don't win anything, but if I can see someone next to me like legitimately win something and like freak out and like cover their mouth or cry, like, or something, I like, it makes me happy. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I get happy seeing other people happy, but that's just me. I know everyone's not like that, but I legitimately, like, if somebody wins, like, $1,000,000, like, "Oh my god, you won!" Like, it's not like, "Oh, man, I didn't win." I love seeing other people win. So, it was a really great experience. But we've been on here for almost an hour, and I need to clean up my work area and start cutting out a bag for a strike, and then I need to get ready because I'm going to deliver this other bag to other client. I'm going to meet them up at Columbia Mall to give them their bag, and I'm excited. So I will talk to you guys all later, and I hope everyone has a fantastical, whimsical Sunday, and I'll see you on Monday.